Hello. Oh, I won't be in focus there, will I? I best sit back. My name's Ollie Firrell, and to save any confusion in any direction, myself included, this is going to be my only vlog. I don't like doing vlogs, I don't really understand the process, but I'm going to do one, because I have a story to tell. I have a right to tell it, and some of you who know me have a right to know. So, I got a bit sectioned. There you go, that's out of the way, I've said it now. I lost my way pretty severely. I'm a big sufferer of depression and apparently, that's manic depression, maybe, I don't know, nobody knows yet. But yeah, so I got sectioned. Kind of a funny story. Arguably a funny story. I went to the wrong club on the wrong night. Let's start with that. Went to the wrong club on the wrong night, and after that I couldn't sleep, and eventually I was called an ambulance because I was just asleep on my feet, just talking shit and not really knowing what was going on. I forgot some of my friends' names and stuff. It was like the sleep deprivation kind of kicked in and I went a bit fucking apeshit. As you can see, I'm kind of nervous to be telling this story in the first place because it's very, very personal, and ironically I'm actually kind of a private person, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but I want to do this, so that I've just held my hands up and said, blah, blah, okay, yeah, my bad. Okay, so I'll come back to that in a second. Couple of funny things beforehand. Got some crazy tattoos. I got T, which stands for time. I really lost my shit. I got lost so bad that I drew a map. So yeah, a lot of people when they're lost turn to God, but I'm an atheist, so when I got lost I had nothing, is kind of the best way to put it, I suppose. So I drew a map, and that didn't work, obviously, because I was just fucking off my rails in a tattoo parlour. One tattoo place kicked me out. I actually had to get a friend of a friend to tattoo this on me. They were the only person willing to actually do the ink for me. Everyone has said all the way through rehab and everything else, do you regret your tattoo? And I'm like, I don't know, there's sort of no point regretting it now because I have it. So there's that. I'm not going to put this on Victoria's Sponge or anything like that. I'm not that guy. But what I am going to do is put it on my own channel and kind of let whoever wants to see this, see it. So people who are, you know, specifically interested in me will get it on my Twitter. I'm not going to put it anywhere else. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the video. Right, so eventually I was called an ambulance. Up until that point I kind of lost my shit, started spending loads of money, just went insane, so I kind of, yeah, didn't sleep for ages, lost my rag. Eventually I was called an ambulance, and I was so scared when the ambulance got called because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get sectioned for this so hard. So I told a porky pie in the ambulance, a panic, like I didn't know what else to say, and I was like, I think my drink may have been spiked. As soon as I said, sorry, the card filled up on the camera. So that was the bit of paper. Where was I? Shit, really terrible now. I'll be alright. So yeah, I got sectioned, had to spend time in rehab. Got really frustrated in rehab, obviously, because I was pretty sleep deprived and crazy, but by the time I'd fallen asleep, had some rest, had some food, I was just very, very, very cross to be there without sort of any understanding of why I was there. So fuck, you know, that was the next thing. And then kind of lost my shit while in rehab, you know, just bad times, pretty much, bad times. I have a very irrational fear of getting sectioned because I've always suffered from a bit of depression. So the one thing you kind of got to watch, you got to watch your mouth when you have depression, because, you know, people who are good with words and also a bit depressed can say really, can say really artistic things to make people think they're crazy, so you're kind of got to be careful not to get sectioned. So I had a bit of a fear of getting sectioned, and then I got sectioned, and it was all happened at the wrong time, basically. So that's it, and I spent my time there. I got my bit of paper, a picture of my baby niece, and a few songs on my iPod, which was later stolen, unfortunately, got me through it. But yeah, so I want to thank my niece, who is, I don't know how old she is, she's less than a year old, and she got me out of that fucking place. I kept saying when I was in there, there's a little girl on the outside who's going to bust me out of here, you watch. And at first they thought I was just being a bit crazy, obviously, because once you're in, you die. They thought I was just losing my shit, but I wasn't, I was fine. And it's true, a little girl bust me out of there. She's so young that she can't even speak. She has no idea who I am, and she is my lovely niece, and she bailed me out of there. Without her, I wouldn't have got out, and I think I'd have just been stuck in the loop of getting ill, getting better, getting ill, getting better, section 3, section 4, section 5, blah, 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 until, you know, 60 years passes, I die in there, and I was the only sane man ever locked up. Or one, you know, fuck. So, I'm fine, everything's fine. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's fair.